Hello, down here from Eflowtion. This is probably it is my second take at doing this. I came here a couple of days before New Year's. It's the morning after New Year's. Yeah, I came out here a while ago to do a video, a year in review basically. Seeing those I'm on YouTube, it seemed fitting. And I didn't actually post it because I got a bit ranty in it, to be honest. But there was actually a couple of things that I said in that video that is actually probably going to, and it's early days yet, and I kind of don't want to make promises, but it's probably the direction that I'll start to take Deflation in, which is when I said these two things. It's kind of annoying because it's like I said, I wouldn't go back to support work. I don't enjoy being in the system of the support working system of things, because when you look at a system, the system is just basically designed by a group of people at one stage, and then there's people existing in that system. So it also comes down to the values and judgments of the people within that system, and whether they're holding the system's values and judgments within the context of how they're operating, sort of thing, which in my mind they should, sort of thing. But I do enjoy the actual one-on-one helping aspect, whether it's my personality type or I'm just very good at it. I don't normally toot my own horn, but I am very good at supporting people. People open up around me just naturally, even when I'm not supporting people. So it, when I do look at other jobs, sort of thing, it's there's that there's already that turn off, that internal turn off to something like office work or something like that, sort of thing. It's because I've done that work before, because I know I'm capable of it. So that's why I'm saying I know I'm capable of doing other work. I've done that type of work before. It's when you know that you're got a calling towards something where you're wired to help people, basically, and to do something where it's kind of not helping people kind of feels a bit against my internal system, that is. So yeah, what I'm actually looking at doing is becoming an NDIS provider, because EFT Tapping apparently is offered under the NDIS now, which means that I can, that's the part I'm not sure on yet, whether I can actually offer EFT Tapping as an NDIS service. There's a lot of technicalities I need to sort out yet, so don't see this as a certainty, because there's still a lot of technicalities left to work out, but that is the intention of taking it. But I will be offering EFT Tapping and Soma Breath and TRE to non-NDIS clients, but that is the direction. So, and even with websites and that, my current website is loading slow, so and I'm not quite happy with the performance and the features of that web host. Changing back to Squarespace, because I do have a long-term plan of where I want to take Eflowtion. So yeah, a year in review. When I was doing the 90-day YouTube challenge, Dave Lawrence told me to suggested, he didn't tell me, he didn't come in and say you must do this. He suggested that I do bullet points so I can actually keep on track of what I need to say, which I just started talking, but then again, the first 3 bullet points I've actually covered, so there we go. I somewhat stuck to the bullet points. So what was my next bullet point? Oh yes, personal growth. So personal growth for myself for 2022 is I took a leap of faith, because as I was saying, the NDR didn't work out as far as going forward with the psychologist. But I took a leap of faith and just randomly chose a somatic experiencer that's based in Brisbane. And somatic experiencing is a trauma-informed technique by Dr. Peter Levine, who is an awesome person. And the somatic experiencer that I chose is phenomenal. And it's a psychotherapy. Yeah, but it's talking, but it's also a form of I kind of want to say exercises, but it's not like exercises as in like you're like doing push-ups or anything like that. It's like a way to release tension, trauma from the body, and release it. And I've had like a couple of sessions. I got another one coming up. Yeah, it's like from doing it, it's like phenomenal. It feels like I've finally found the unlock key that I've been looking for processing some heavy emotions that have happened to me during life. And yeah, it's like always after it, like it's not easy. It's like tears, like it's quite intense. But once you release that tension and that, it's like you feel a lot lighter. And it's like, I don't know, it's like things that used to bother me don't bother me so much anymore. Lighter is the feeling that I'd probably like not as heavy with these emotions, these negative emotions, which is quite good. I quite like it. It's kind of like weird. It's like even like within myself, I do notice my own patterns and that of behavior, and it's like, this used to piss me off. I'm not pissed off. I don't quite know what to do with this new feeling now. So it's kind of weird. Okay, stick to the bullet point list. Oh yeah. So why do I say all these things about my like personal growth and all that? It's like I'm this EFT practitioner, I'm this Soma breath instructor, I'm supposed to be perfect sort of thing. It's like my life is not supposed to have any issues. Or at least that's the mask that I don't want to put on. I don't want to show my life as something that, you know, is a walk in the park, is something that doesn't know any ups and downs, because frankly it's just not human to display that. And if anything, it's probably more unhealthy to display that, because it just means that I'm suppressing a lot of emotions. That it's like, oh yeah, I went for a marriage, broke up, no issues. These things do affect me, these things do wear me out, wear me down, and it's like there are things that I need to do to take care of myself, and to actually go through that and to show that is an authentic self. And it's also like everything that I offer in Eflowtion is a matter of I practice what I preach. So what I mean by that is I don't just say, oh yeah, EFT is great, it's life-changing, or Soma breath's great, it's life-changing, or whatever sort of thing, and not actually do it myself. Is I actually apply it to myself in the worst of times. So if I'm still here, and if I'm still somewhat doing well, it sort of means that these practices do work. And if anything, it makes me stronger, and it makes me wiser from each of these experiences. It's kind of like how I put on, I'm not sure if I put it on the redeveloped site, but that a healing guide. You know, if you look at it like with this forest sort of thing, what if you're lost in the forest? And me and a breathwork instructor actually did get lost in the forest not too long ago, Dane from Well Warrior. But you kind of want someone that is experienced in actually guiding you out of the forest. You want someone that has gone through the dark parts of the woods to actually help you, guide you out, sort of thing. I mean, ultimately it's your journey to take, but at the end of the day, it's like you do have someone that has not read about how heartbreaking it is to go through all these life situations that I've been through in a textbook. You kind of want someone that's actually been through and experienced it, and actually come out the woods at the other end. Now with that, I did say we did get lost in the bushwalk. To my own credit, it's like I did a classic horror movie, Move On Dane. I was sort of separated from him and disappeared into the woods. But even though I couldn't find our way out of the bush, I did come back with the resources to actually help us both get out of the bush, in the form of another lost hiker who didn't know the way forward, but he did know the way back to the safety of the car park. So somewhat to my credit. If I do disappear entirely, which I did do at one stage, I will come back with the tools and the resources to actually help. But yeah, so that's sort of why I share my emotions, my ups and downs, because I don't want to be a person that portrays a perfect life, because there is no such thing. I think the imperfection is the perfection in life. Because if everything is perfect, then you've achieved everything in life, sort of thing, which kind of negates a desire to keep living. I want to be imperfect so I can continually improve upon myself. So yeah, anyway, I'm Darren from Eflowtion, and welcome to 2022, and that's been my year in review. Yeah, so till next time.